Welcome, my name is Goddess Fiore. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about what it means to serve while I do my makeup here. So what does it mean to serve a goddess? Because I see some of you on my YouTube, in my YouTube comments, leaving comments that you serve me or that you want to serve me. And let's just talk about that a little bit. So when you talk about serving a goddess, that means that you are following her instructions and that you are wanting to be obedient, okay? So if you are not following my instructions, you are not serving. So what would I want you to do to serve me? What would please me? Because that's what serving is all about. It's about pleasing your goddess. What would please me? What would please me is, number one, since I am a financial dominatrix, is to pay my initial tribute and or to purchase things off my wish list. I have a throne wish list. I don't do Amazon currently. Right now, the only wish list I have available is Throne. I am open to other wish lists if you know what they are, as long as my privacy is protected. But Throne is the main wish list that I have right now. I put shoes on there. I have various things to help me with doing financial domination. I think I've got like a webcam on there. I really want a new computer for day trading. That's a little bit more on the pricey side. So those are different ways that you can serve me to start. Number one, if you are trying to interact with me, if you are trying to get a response from me in any way, you should definitely be paying my initial tribute, because I will not be responding to you, and you should not expect interaction without paying my tribute. And in my opinion, it is very actually disrespectful to be trying to make conversation or reach out to me without having paid that. So you do need to be paying the tribute if you expect to actually interact with me. Now, after you pay the tribute, usually what I like to do is send you a message and ask you what you're looking for. I want to know your interests. What kind of things do you like? Not all submissives like humiliation. And although I do love to do humiliation, I only like to do it if that's something that somebody is interested in. I do not like to humiliate people that are not into humiliation, because that would be being a bully. So only doing humiliation if that's something that you enjoy. Now, if you don't have any money, I did have somebody ask me this the other day. First of all, my response to somebody who says they don't have any money is that we always have money for the things that are a priority to us. So if serving me truly is a priority for you, then you will make money for it. You will get another job. You will save your money. You will refrain from spending money on things that you don't really need. And it doesn't have to be a large amount. I always tell people it's more about sacrifice than necessarily spending a lot of money. Ooh, drop that. So it's more about the sacrifice. And if you are truly trying to serve a goddess, you should be looking to give her approximately 20 to 30% of your income. And in my opinion, it should never exceed what you can afford. You always want to stay within your budget, obviously. Although financial ruin is obviously a fantasy that some people have. And I'm more than happy to talk about that if we are participating in a dynamic. But realistically, financial ruin is not a good thing, and that's not the goal. Like I said, it can totally be a fantasy if that's something that you find a turn on or interesting. But in reality, I want you to be able to continue serving me. So why would I want you to go bankrupt or not have enough money to survive? So you always have enough money for the things that you truly want in life. That's the bottom line. But I know some of you are students. I do have some younger subs who tried to contact me. You should always be over 18 if you're contacting me, and I will have you do age verification. If you reach out to me, you should expect to get age verified. You should expect that that's going to happen, okay? And you should be prepared to do that. But like I said, some of you are a little bit on the younger side, college age and whatnot. So for those of you who are a little bit younger, I went to college. I know how it is when you're in college. You don't have a ton of money. And like I said, I'm not trying to make anybody go completely broke. So the other ways that you can serve me, besides financially, or ways that you can support me rather, is to engage with my social media profiles and repost things that I'm posting. So either on X, Instagram, wherever, you go and you repost the things that I'm posting. You like the posts. That really helps. So if you truly do not have any money, not a spare dollar to spend serving me, that would be the alternative for you. Now, you should not expect interaction for just doing that, because that's kind of the bare minimum. But I would be appreciative, and I would like you to actually message me and tell me, introduce yourself, and tell me that you don't have enough money for tribute or to serve properly, but you still would like to support me, and that you're going to be doing that. That would be appreciated. So you can message me. I check X the most, but you can always, if you message me on my adult platforms, then you don't have to worry about age verification, because you have to be age verified to go through that platform anyways. So you can message me on one of the adult platforms, or you can just message me on X and then age verify from there. So those are other ways that you can support me. But I do prefer, I like money. That's what I want. If you really want to serve me and you want to know what I want, that's what I want, is I want money. And I know some of you prefer to send gifts for to serve instead of directly money, and that's fine too, but I do prefer just straight up money. And obviously the more the better. The more you send, the more of an impression you will make to me, if that's your goal. But like I said, whatever you have, whatever you can afford, within reason, is acceptable. There. So I hope that answers your question about serving and what it involves. If you are interested in serving, especially long term, and you do have the finances, like I said, the first step would be to send the initial tribute and then take a screenshot of the initial tribute and then send it to me so that I know that you did indeed pay that. Because I have had people try to lie about it before, very recently. And I'm not stupid. I'm going to ask you for confirmation. I see it on my end when you send a tribute. So that's not going to work. So you send a screenshot of the tribute. I will also get a notification on my end. I have lots of different payment methods available, so there's really no excuse not to send. You send a screenshot of the payment, and you just send me a message and you say, "Sent, Goddess." That's all you need to say. And then I will take it from there as far as what questions, what information I need from you, and we'll go from there. Now, one thing that is a pet peeve of mine, I will warn you, because this does happen a lot. I have subs where in the initial conversation, they will say that they're interested in serving long term, they want to send weekly payments, and then the first or second weekly payment comes up and they disappear. Do not do that. That is extremely frustrating. Don't make promises you can't keep. If you don't have the money, then don't say you have the money. If you would like to serve long term, you can say that, but because I've been a little burnt from people doing that, I'm not really going to talk about serving long term until you've been sticking around for a couple weeks and I know that you're reliable and not just going to disappear, because that's frustrating. So that is how you begin the process of serving me. So thanks for watching my video. I'm gonna finish putting my makeup on here, and then I'm gonna go record some videos for you guys this week. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like, and follow me on social media. Send my tribute if you would like to serve, and I'll see you later.